Okay, it's been a while since I've done a video. I am so sorry for that. This is about RuPaul's Drag Race. We're in season 5 now. Or is it? Well, yeah, it's season 5 of RuPaul's Drag Race. I don't know why they don't count the All-Stars, but that's just a different story. Anyway, we're coming up on finding out who the winner is of RuPaul's Drag Race season 5. And the top 3 are Alaska, Jinx Monsoon, and Roxy Andrews. Now, there are those 3 that I'm going to talk about, plus 5 other of the contestants that I'm going to talk about. Just the ones who have made an impact or made a really long-lasting impression on me, personally. So, for those of you who have no idea or who didn't watch the finale last season, Miss Alaska happens to be Sharon Needles' boyfriend. So, and as we all know, Sharon Needles won season 4. So Miss Alaska had a lot of big shoes to fill this year. And I'm going to be very honest and say, in the beginning, I was a little deterred from Alaska because of the fact that she was Sharon Needles' boyfriend. I'm thinking, oh boy. I'm like, if she wins, everybody's going to say, well, she only won because her boyfriend won last year. And if she loses, they're going to say, okay, well, she didn't win for some reason. I don't know. First of all, Alaska has been trying to get on the show for the last 5 seasons, and finally, the 5th time was the charm. She's funny. She's really funny. I like her. Like I said, I was really not focused on her winning because everybody's going to think she won because of Sharon Needles winning. And, I was kind of thinking, well, she's not Sharon Needles. Nobody's Sharon Needles. There's nobody that you could ever find on RuPaul's Drag Race that's even going to come close to Sharon Needles. And then there's Jinx Monsoon, who I absolutely adore. Okay? She is just amazing, unbelievably amazing. She is hilarious, and she has dealt with being picked on during the competition, being made fun of, because like Sharon Needles, she marches to a beat of a different drum. So, she doesn't care what other people think, she's taken the judges' critiques. She didn't take them to heart, but she took them as constructive criticism, and she took them and she made adjustments to herself without ever losing who she truly is as a drag performer. Alaska and Jinx Monsoon, I hope, will be the top 2. And I don't know how Roxy Andrews made it as far as she did. She's a bitch. And I don't mean in a good way. She's just, she's mean to everyone else around her, and it's just, she was one of the big tormentors of Jinx. And honestly, she should have went long before now. Coco Montrese came in 5th place. She should have made it ahead. Detox and Roxy Andrews should have been eliminated before. Ivy Winters should have never been eliminated. I would have even liked to see Ivy Winters be in the top 3. Sometimes I think RuPaul does this stuff to annoy the fans. Now, for season 6 of RuPaul's Drag Race, here's what I would recommend. I think they need an overhaul. I do love the fact that now the top 3 has to perform a lip sync, and RuPaul isn't going to choose. They're going to let America choose, the fans choose, help her decide who wins via Facebook or Twitter, or Pinterest, or whatever. I don't know all the websites she was talking about last night, but I think the whole thing should actually be up to America, with Ru having the final say. I think, like American Idol, they don't send somebody home the same night they perform. I think they should have it be, I mean, they can go a week apart, but I think America should decide who goes home and when they go home and et cetera, et cetera. Like, for example, the first week, RuPaul picks the bottom two, okay, and the bottom two do their lip sync thing, and then Ru says to America, she says, and now, which one do you think deserves to Shantae you stay, and which one do you think needs to sashay away? And have it be that. And then the next week, before any new thing starts, they eliminate who America decided. There can be online voting, obviously. I just think because it's called RuPaul's Drag Race, America's Next Drag Superstar, I think America has to do more than pick the winner. Because I've seen so many talented queens leave way before their time, and this season was the first season since season 2 where they have not brought someone back. I was really hoping that they would have brought either Ivy Winters or Coco Montrese back, because those two were two of my favorites too. Roxy Andrews is the pageant girl, and she's the total pageant bitch. She's got cold heart. She has a really cold heart. She's ruthless. She doesn't have no fear. She doesn't care if she hurts people or offends people. And that is not good. That doesn't, that's not in her favor by any means. Because America, I've been looking at some of the comments on Facebook and stuff. A lot of people don't want Roxy Andrews even in the competition right now. Alaska Talks, which was a member of Roxy Andrews' Detox in Alaska, and Alaska didn't even want to be in part of that. Alaska just was kind of forced into that group. But Alaska isn't really mean. The biggest challenge yesterday was for them to come up with a reason why they need to be America's Next Drag Superstar, and they had to read the other contestants, and I think, no, wait, I'm trying to think. Jinx was the first one to say anything. She basically came across as someone who didn't want to say mean things about anybody else and blah, 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 blah. Same with Roxy. They both took the easy way on. They didn't finish the challenge the way they were supposed to. Alaska nailed it. And she said something that is very true. She has never been in the bottom two. Which, if she wins, that would be the first time a winner has won without being in the bottom two, I think. Not sure, but, she's either been high or safe. She's won 2 challenges, and, she's just a sweet person, I think. Of course, she's with Sharon Needle, so she's got that going for her, too. But no, a lot of people saw her standing behind Sharon Needle's shadow and thinking, okay, well, that she's either going to sink or swim. And, during this competition, she has become her own, You look at her and you totally forget that Sharon Needles is even involved with her right now. Because she is so comfortable with herself. She's become more comfortable with herself on stage and everything, She should win it, Her Jinx should win it. My heart goes out to Jinx because I was bullied too in school, but even as adults, she's getting picked on, Jinx, if you're listening to this, I think you are absolutely stunning. I think you are an amazing person, and Ivy Winters would be lucky to have you for their boyfriend / girlfriend, whatever. Yeah, so Ivy Winters is really hot, okay? As a guy, I don't know if he is gorgeous. I don't know if you've seen some drag queens that look like they could be boys even when they're dressed up. They don't look good in makeup and whatnot, but Ivy Winters was one of those that you could not tell she was a boy. Same with Jade Jolie. Jade Jolie looked like a girl even out of drag. But she was cute too. She was fun. Jade was fun. And Alyssa Edwards, I liked her too, those are my favorites. Detox was a bitch too, but she also, had to feel sorry for her because of everything she's been through. Having to see her boyfriend's dead body after he was murdered or something, I don't know. And finally coming clean, for the whole thing. It was just amazing. So who do I think should win Miss Congeniality? Ivy Winters or Coco? Roxy Andrews should just be sent home now. She should have been sent home last night and have it come down to Jinx and Alaska. And, at that point, I would say either one deserves the title because those two are amazing. Yeah, Roxy hoarded the whole camera for the music video. That's why RuPaul said she won that challenge. Jinx is a comedian. Okay, first and foremost, she is funny. And she does funny really good. Okay, better than a lot of other queens that I've seen try to do comedy. So it was natural that her doing the court scene would be hilarious. And then, of course, Alaska was the only one to follow through and read the other contestants on her Why I Should Be America's Next Drag Superstar. So we will see. Next week they're going to have a rewind where you get to see unseen footage and bloopers and all that kind of bullcrap, and they're going to premiere the video. And then in 2 more weeks we find out who wins. It is excruciating. I would have never been able to survive if it would have been Sharon Needles' season. It was hard enough having to wait to see her win for a week. But, I thank God I didn't have to do that. But yeah, I think it is smarter to do it that way. I don't know. Anyway, those are my 2 cents on RuPaul's Drag Race Season 5. Also, please go on Facebook and vote for Adore Delano, also known as Danny Noriega. And if you're an American Idol fan and know who he is, you get bonus brownie points. But no, she deserves to be on American Idol, blah, blah, on RuPaul's Drag Race. Okay, so I am going to talk about American Idol a little bit later, but yeah, that was my recap of what have you, and may the best woman win, and hopefully it's not Roxy Andrews. Just saying.